Yes. So the story goes like this. I sort of built part of my reputation on saving a show. Um, I had a good buddy of mine, a bass player, and as a drummer, once you find that bass player that you really click with, like he's your ride or die.
Yep.
So that was the situation where my bass player was on a gig, and he was two rehearsals into this gig, and that drummer, who I don't know,
Okay.
could not get through a rehearsal. And the two things that he was having trouble with were, number one, he was having a hard time playing to the tracks, but he was also having a hard time running the tracks. Two different things, right? He on his drive home from that rehearsal, he called me that night and he said, "Hey, man, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm about ready to send you a link with all this material and a Dropbox link with these tracks and yada yada. And this show is in 3 weeks and it's sold out. And I think they're going to give this guy the hook. And can you kind of come in, do a rehearsal, rock the show?" And I
Sure.
said, "Sure." So we did have one rehearsal. I got the tracks. I showed up with the rig that I'm about to talk about with you, the one that I texted you a picture of today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got through the rehearsal, and the band leader was shocked. He sort of turned around like, how is this going this smoothly? And then at the time I was writing for Drumhead magazine, and I wrote about that experience. And in the piece that I wrote, I basically said, "Hey, if you're in a cover band in Topeka and you can't do this, that's okay. If you are in, Los Angeles, California, and you don't have the capability of running tracks and playing the tracks and the familiarity of playing to a click and stuff like that, I just think the barrier to entry is a lot higher than you think it is in terms of saving a show like I did." And so when they paid me for that show, I thought to myself, yeah, this pays for. I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, but
Sure.
this
Sure.
pays for all the effort.